Hey now. So listen, we're going to talk today, do a little bit of autograph analysis of Luke Appling. Even though Luke was a great signer, lived to 1991, there's a lot of stuff to be careful with about him. We'll get to that in a minute. But first, some housekeeping. Number one, next week, I picked up my first Hall of Fame autograph, number 290, which leaves me just 50 left. I'm very excited to share that. I'll do that next week when the actual autograph comes in, hopefully. A couple other things. I just shot a video with Ty at Bench Clear Media. I know that's a lot of you got to me. We talk about taxes and a lot of the new information that has come out from the IRS, because I'm a CPA by day, baseball autograph collector by night. So you're welcome to email me at my link for any questions you have, and I'll try and get back to you. So let's get to Luke Appling. Luke Appling, old aches and pains. He was around baseball for years and years and years. I think he died in 1991 at like the Braves spring training when he was working with the Braves. Had a pretty consistent autograph, but the problem is, and we'll see in a second, he was such a great signer. He was always signing, and that actually became a problem. But before we get that, I want to quickly show you my autograph right now. Hold on. So this right here, you can see, this is a full name, which I thought was really neat when I bought it, of like Lucius B., which stands for Benjamin Luke Appling. Now, technically, it's junior as well also. What happens is this author named Morton Lowy, I'm probably not. Anyways, 1960, he wrote to a bunch of very high-profile athletes and wanted to use their information and needed them to sign off. So I have another one of these around. These are very similar, these return bottom receipts. And I have another one we'll get to later. But like, even I know there's one out there even for Ty Cobb. So he passed away, I believe, in like 1962. So there's a lot of very high profile names that have signed these. So if you see another one of these, don't be surprised. If anything, it's pretty good provenance that the autograph is real. But looking at Luke's autograph, he always signed basically at a slant to the right. And what you want to look for is, again, this is a kind of rushed, kind of odd signature from him, but what's constant about his, and we'll get to the PSA autograph facts in a second, is the A in Appling always really looks like more like an O than an A. And the other things to look for is you want to look for, again, the P's to be about equal length, slanted, and usually that G comes down, and it should be coming down with a little loop, and it should be falling below the P's. So let's move now to the autograph database. Now we're going to get to this one in a second. So again, you can see right here, I know it's on an angle, but you can see a nice right slant. The A really looks, to me, looks like an O. It crosses on top right here towards the very top. This is a very rare, in my opinion, full name autograph. So I want to get back to this in a second. But again, the key things here is that P's are pretty consistent. The A, again, to me, looks like an O with the crossing right here at the very top. And again, the G is falling below the P. So you can see that the G is at a lower level. Again, here's a really nice, probably older baseball. Looks like from 1950. Again, P's pretty level. The A to me looks like an O. And again, crossing the top, and the G's falling below the P's. A nice government postcard. Again, this really, I love it. Again, full name, Lucius Luke Appling. Again, you're going to see it right here. Crosses. Looks like an O to me. And this cross here right about the top, P's equal length, and G falling. Again, clearly below those P's. Again, another one. This looks more like the autograph I have. Again, it looks like an O. P's equal length. That G coming straight down with a little bit of a curve. Again, same thing. It's a pretty common signature. The problem is, as he got older, his hand got real shaky. I mean, real shaky. So what I want to do is, and I love looking at Heritage because, we're going to continue this session. They show all their past sales. And you can see here, there's a lot of Luke Appling signed baseballs, and I pulled these, and they're all pretty consistent. Key thing to look for, almost all of them are Luke Appling. There's no full names, very few inscriptions, if any. And again, you look at these, they're all the P's equal length down. The O's, let me pull this one up here. I'm just pulling up one at random here. It's crossing. To me, again, it looks like an O. The A crossing very high, P, and the G falling down. Let's go back again. I'm not going to go through every single one of these autographs of old aches and pains, but they're all pretty consistent. You can see here the P, G falling down. I think they're all good on here. Let me make that very clear. But as you can see, his autograph starts to get real shaky further on in life, the later on he got. Again, looking at right here, I mean, this is, again, I don't think this is fake by any stretch of the imagination. That being said, you can see how shaky he's gotten now. Again, it looks like an O here. I know it's tough to tell, but we're still crossing pretty high, and the G still looks to me falling below the P's. Now, the reason why I bring that up here is, okay, here's a good example. This is on eBay right now. Again, I think this is a legit example. PSA did a great job. Looks like it's signed, dated in 1989, just a few years before he passed away. Even then, when he's shaky, the P's are fairly consistent, G's dropping down. Now, I'm going to stop it right here because, like I said, a lot of young people now are getting into signed autographs, which is great, of Hall of Famers. But they're looking for full-name signed baseballs, inscribed signed baseballs. And even though Luke Appling passed away in 1992 when he did autograph shows, I'm not going to say they're impossible to find, but they are very rare to find. And if you go to Heritage, there's very few, if any, inscribed baseballs or full name signed baseballs. But like I'm on all these websites right now, and they're really starting to pop up everywhere. I'm not going to pull up any examples. I don't want to say that they're fake. I don't know for a fact they were fake. I didn't see anyone else sign them. But these balls, where a normal baseball will command around $100, these are commanding like $500. And if it were me, I just don't feel comfortable in some of these baseballs coming out personally. And I personally don't trust them. So if I were buying the baseball, I would just be, of Luke Appling, I'd be very careful. It seems now I'm seeing a lot of people from that era. When I say that era, I'm talking about Hall of Famers that passed away, let's say late 70s to early 90s. We'll get to Earl Averill a little bit later. He's another one where just a lot of unique baseballs are starting to pop up everywhere that I never saw. And I've been doing this 20 years now. It just, yeah, they're there, but just like they seem to come up now more than ever. So if I were buying a baseball with him, $100. If I'm buying a flat, $20. I mean, again, not a rare autograph. Great signer. Just be careful if you're buying and you're getting into the full name or the inscribed baseballs, because they're just tough to come by. They really are. He wasn't out there constantly signing his full name or inscribing his Hall of Fame, I think 1964. So that's about it. Let's see who's next. I think Luke. Let's see. I don't know who's next. It's either Richie Ashburn or Earl Averill. I guess Richie Ashburn will come next. That's about it. As always, keep collecting.